The sudden removal of China's top generals have sparked global speculation. From challenges to Xi Jinping's authority to allegations of treason and espionage. With internal CCP politics remaining opaque, Chinese state media is framing the purge as a justified extension of Xi's anti-graft campaign.
坚决查处张幼侠、刘振立是党和军队反腐败斗争取得的重大成果，是党和军队有决心、有力量的重要体现，对于打赢军队反腐败斗争攻坚战、持久战、总体战具有重要意义。
Shockwaves followed the sidelining of China's military high command, even as facts remain scarce and rumors abound. China's top brass messaging remains unclear, with facts scarce and speculation filling the void. Whether this is an internal power struggle or a necessary crackdown to enforce discipline and loyalty within the PLA. This remains an open question.
Xi Jinping has ruled China for 13 years. Despite his tightening personal grip over every lever of power, he continues to see enemies everywhere. His latest purge has swept away top-ranking generals. These purges of once trusted generals, these were justified in the past. Such purges were justified on disciplinary grounds and as part of an anti-corruption campaign. But these purges betrayed the deep insecurity of Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping seems to be more haunted by betrayal than by failure. And his determination to eliminate potential rivals, real or imagined, reflects not strength but anxiety. Even though he has strengthened his grip on all levers of power by promoting proteges and officials with proven loyalty, Xi Jinping appears worried by the possibility that the same system he dominates could one day turn on him. And this is apparent from one telling fact, that in contrast to Mao and Deng Xiaoping, who both elevated successors, Xi Jinping has designated no heir apparent. Xi Jinping is in his 70s. He seems intent on ruling indefinitely, perhaps for life, because he's so insecure.
This is Xi Jinping's decade-long high-pressure anti-graft drive, marked by high-profile investigations. Xi's attempt to tighten grip inside the party roped in over 9 top military and sacked them. Not just military, the campaign canopies investigations against sports personalities, aviation, and many more.
The newer commanders who are being promoted will be less experienced. So it could also mean some delay in some of China's expansionist plans. On the other hand, it could also mean that some of the commanders down the line may undertake some adventurism in the hope of being noticed by Xi Jinping and promoted. So that also brings that instability. So it's a strange mix which is going on there. According to an analysis by the Wall Street Journal, in the last 2 years, since 23, let's say 2.5 years, over 60 senior army officers, Navy, Air Force, Rocket Force, Police, and even in the defense industry of China have been suspended, placed under arrest, and what has happened to them is not known at all. So there is a huge, initiative, it seems, by Xi Jinping.
General Zhang Youxia was one of the few top Chinese military leaders with real combat experience. So who was Zhang? And what made Xi Jinping move against him so decisively? General Zhang Youxia sat on China's top military body and had long been seen as a close ally of Xi Jinping amid the anti-corruption crackdown. He came under scanner over allegation of suspected discipline and serious law violation.
The scale of the purges is unprecedented since Mao's time. Having already eliminated all possible rivals and threats to his untrampled power, Xi Jinping has in recent years turned to purging his own allies and even proteges whose loyalty has suddenly become suspect. In China's one-party corruption-ridden system, selective enforcement serves as a political weapon. So Xi Jinping's anti-corruption drive has long become an instrument of fear and coercion. His message is loyalty to Xi Jinping outweighs competence, ideology, or institutional integrity. Now, this has serious implications for the Chinese military because these repeated purges have undercut Xi Jinping's military reforms by sowing fear and uncertainty among senior officers. When generals are more preoccupied with political survival than with operational readiness, military professionalism will obviously erode. For example, the purge of the rocket force leadership raised serious questions about China's nuclear deterrent. What Xi Jinping is doing is replacing experienced commanders with untested loyalists, and this can only undercut China's military security.
I think there's a lesson for world governments also, by the way. So this is what's happening inside China. But one of the charges against this general is that he was revealing the nuclear weapon secrets of China to the USA. That's a very, very, very serious charge. Okay. Now, the point is that if he was really doing it, that means the US intelligence agency had been able to penetrate at the highest levels of Chinese leadership.
Xi Jinping's anti-corruption drive might have cut even deeper into China's military. But questions that will remain unanswered. What is the reason behind these purges? Is it merely a disciplinary action or an attempt to tighten control over China, an ambition that breathes in dictatorial instincts?